All right, let's take you back to my colleague Kamogelo Seekoei, who is live to us from Bloemfontein, outside the home of the late Mosiuoa Terror Letoka. Apologies for that break in transmission, Kamogelo, but you were talking to us a bit about, the life and times of this giant in the political landscape and the tributes that have been shared so far.
Yes, Griselda, I was talking about what the children of Mosiuoa Lekota were sharing with us yesterday about the father that he was, even though he was so involved in politics in the country, in the province as well of the Free State, but he always made time for the family. His brother also sharing that when it was time for family, he always made sure that he attended all the events, all the activities of the family, because he was very much interested in the Lekota family legacy. But I am here with the acting chairperson of the party, just to talk to us about some of the arrangements. I know that you have been in one meeting already this morning and you're about to join the family in the meeting for the arrangements. Just talk to us about what we should expect in the coming few days.
Yes, thank you very much for having us. It's been quite an intense period in the last few days. As you know, the planning that happened with the presidency yesterday, that was the most critical part that was missing, so it is in place. So generally the program is now shaping up. Last night we were in a planning committee meeting as well as this morning. We're going to have concretized issues in this family meeting again today. Essentially what is clear is that there's going to be two memorial services. Okay. One on Tuesday in Johannesburg. We have agreed on that. The teams on the ground are securing the venue. There's two that we have identified. It will actually be in Pimville, in Soweto, and nowhere else. We're sorting out the speakers for that. And the second one will be in Bloemfontein on Thursday. We are close to securing one important venue that we think will be suitable. On Friday, there will be a church service. Ntate Lekota was a member of the Catholic Church, a staunch member of the Catholic Church. And so that service will also be taking place at a Catholic Church in Bochabela, in the township, and then obviously the funeral on Saturday. Generally, what has happened is that we have agreed and we are in consultation with various stakeholders. Ntate Lekota was a unifying figure. He straddled different phases of his political life, from the Black Consciousness movement with the Steve Bikos to the United Democratic Front with the Alan Busacks, into the ANC and so on. And so we are in consultation with all of these stakeholders, former leaders in South African student organizations, SASO, those that were with him in the Black Consciousness movement, those that were in the UDF. And essentially what's going to happen is that in all of these memorial services, we're going to be very inclusive. Ntate Lekota was not just Cope. He was quite a diverse character politically. Even the farmers on the farms have actually made a call to say, how can we participate as farmers, because they actually loved him. They are actually wanting to contribute something in the legacy of Ntate Lekota. So yes, the program is shaping up quite nicely, and we're concretizing and refining certain aspects, and then we should be able to inform the public going forward.
Just briefly and shortly, how is the party going to ensure that it actually maintains his legacy?
One member on the ground, they had a prayer service, and he was saying the passing of Ntate Mosiuoa Lekota should be the rebirth of Cope, and that his efforts and his sacrifices should never be in vain. And we are rededicating and recommitting ourselves to ensure that we keep that legacy.
Thank you so much. That was Ntatedi Kgetsi there, just talking to us about the arrangements, into the coming week, the memorial services that are going to be held, as well as that church service that's going to be held on Friday. And of course, you can hear that he's talking quite fondly about the man who was a unifier. His brother yesterday actually shared that as the family, they recognized him as a born politician, because even in the way that he used to address the elders in the family when he was growing up, he used to be so animated like a politician. So it was really wonderful to talk to the family. And of course, these are the arrangements that have been shared by the party leader. With that, is back to you.
Kamogelo, thank you very much indeed. I'm sure we'll be hearing from you throughout the weekend into the week ahead in preparation for that funeral service of a political giant, certainly here in South Africa, Mosiuoa Terror Lekota, having passed away, being buried in Bloemfontein this coming Saturday.